two, one. Hey team, how are we? Thank you for joining us again for another daily news session with Adapt Crypto. Unfortunately, Marsh, he's not able to join us today, but he's still got the dynamic duo, Crypto Bender and myself. So thank you for joining us.
Hey guys. Unfortunately, Marsh has got a sad case of the full-time jobs.
Damn, that's the worst. I don't know if there's a remedy for that other than get rich and maybe 2 injections of it. So, uh,
And the
so
doctor is
that
prescribing Marshall a nice healthy dose of cryptocurrency. That'll hopefully get him over it pretty soon.
it'll be a slow recovery though, and I'm sure he'll get there as well. All right, team. Let's talk about the market in general. It's a bit of a mixed day. I think we've had a very green day yesterday. We've had just a nice like a healthy sort of retracement, but there have been some stars today with super farm NFTs as well as the Binance Smart Chain. Um, Adapt Crypto has been absolutely killing it lately with some of the teamwork within the group and just looking for these gems that are about to pop. And oh, look at that! BNB just got allocated a larger amount of space. That's interesting. But what we're seeing now is the ETH gas fees just taking its toll, and this is just this is how much I spent uh, just this year in sorry, not this year,
Ooh.
in ETH gas fees. That's 20 grand I've spent in ETH gas fees. That is too much. Now, in saying that, some of this ETH at the time was worth a lot less, and it's saying this is today's price for ETH. So just bear that in mind. I might have spent a lot of it before the gas fees sort of risen up, and this is why a lot of the developers, a lot of the degen and DeFi space is moving towards the Binance Smart Chain. They're taking advantage of the almost zero gas fees, and it's just popping off. And then we saw that today with BNB. Got a little too crazy at one point. It literally went from $170 in the morning to about 284. It overtook Tether. Haven't seen that for quite a while actually. 6 months since XRP held the number 3 spot. And it's been doing really well, probably a little bit overhyped, and that's why it's sort of just retraced back. But the hype is based on its utility, so I don't think we're going to see a trend reversal just yet. I think we're just seeing a healthy correction. Crypto
Yeah,
Bender, what are your thoughts?
I mean, for sure, the entire explosion of BSC, like Binance Smart Chain, and that is insane, like truly insane explosion of DeFi and migrating over to the Binance Smart Chain is, I mean, definitely, you can definitely attribute that to a lot of different factors. The main one that everyone is, kind of getting the attention is definitely the lower fees and the faster transaction speeds. That's definitely the strongest selling point. But I think that it's a little bit more than that. We kind of touched on it a little bit in the Telegram earlier today, but the fact that the Binance Smart Chain is it's basically forked from Ethereum, just upgraded in a couple of spots, makes the compatibility, I guess you could say it's much easier for developers and users especially to migrate over to the Binance Smart Chain. And I think that's why we're seeing such a huge hype wave just engulfing the crypto space, because all these other blockchains that have been advertised as ETH killers in the past, like your Trons and your EOSs, they're totally different. And all the layer 2 solutions, they're not easy to use. They're not easy for our users to integrate, so they're not getting adoption. Whereas Binance Smart Chain has got something really killer in that it's got all of the benefits of these other blockchains and layer 2 solutions, but it's also incredibly easy for people to switch over. What do you think?
Yeah, well said, mate. Copy and paste is not only Binance's best friend, but it's also the developer's best friend here. And the Binance Smart Chain uses the same coding software, Solidity, to do a lot of its coding. It's only got a little bit of a difference there with React for the front end integration, and that's the only difference, which is really easy for the people who are in this space all the time to sort of just learn quickly and crack on, do what they would have been doing on the Ethereum network. And yeah, it's going to stay this way until either Ethereum sort of releases. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it EIP 1559? Did I get that one right? Dan?
That is correct.
Sweet.
EIP 1559. Can't wait.
However, we still do not have a date or a confirmed date on that yet. And we all know that ETH 2.0 is still a long way down the track at this stage. I will dive into the ETH sort of roadmap pretty soon once there's a little bit more confirmation on what's going to be happening. Because these factors, this sort of thing does influence our investments, as we've already seen with BNB sort of killing it. We need to be able to assess what these networks are doing, because I don't want to wait for some YouTuber to tell me where to put my money. I want to be able to follow the raw data that and the planning within these projects to help shape my investment decisions so that I can be ahead of the YouTube shillers. So that's just everyone has a different strategies. That's something I strive to do, although I don't always get it right. But I'm a big believer in reading the raw data, and then I'm making those decisions before anyone else can, hopefully. Let's have a quick look at the Ethereum. Nothing too crazy here. We're still on track to our Mars mission to Mars. Saturn, we're going to have to adjust that one. And you'll see this live so that you guys can follow along on your charts, just adjusting your Saturns. And we all know that Ethereum is going to still keep cracking on. I have been looking at Crypto Quant and what's the other? I've been looking at Crypto Quant and just looking at what sort of supply is currently sitting on the exchanges, and Ethereum is still ridiculously low on exchanges right now. And what this means is it just means there's a lower circulating supply that is ready to sell. I won't say it's not circulating, because people still have it in their cold storage wallets and they can easily move it to an exchange and sell it within 30 minutes, or if not a lot less. But I'm saying that people aren't prepped to sell their Ethereum just yet. And people, we've seen a lot of whales accumulate. So this mission to Saturn is still going to happen. I'm very confident in that. It's just that it's a little bit nerfed at the moment, because the use on the Ethereum network is just lowering down. All the hype's being transferred over to BNB, and you can see right here, BNB. If this doesn't look toppy to you, then you need to maybe just take a step back and just have a look at how to read these charts. But this is just this is unsustainable.
Putting on my moon glasses, I think that could go up another couple legs, right? Yeah, that looks 100%. Ready to go to $1,000 by the end of the week.
But yeah, the hype definitely hasn't died down yet. But you just take caution. I was able to sell a significant portion of my BNB above the 270 there. I just felt it was a little too overhyped. I'll be watching it. If it doesn't correct, doesn't have a healthy retracement, I will be making another entry in. But I'll be choosing my targets. But that's my 2 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll have to FOMO back in at $1,000. We'll see. Bender, have you got some alpha for us today?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. I just kind of want to talk about, touch on a quick point that you brought up about the, when a particular asset is looking, kind of toppy, it's definitely not a bad strategy to sell, to take some profits. I mean, we got to remember here that crypto is extremely volatile. And if we're looking at portfolio management, excuse me, proper portfolio management, proper risk management, I mean, you can never really lose by just securing your investment, by taking a little profits and, being smart with your money.
Yeah,
And with
100% agree.
so, yeah, with that out of the way, a little bit of, I guess, quenching the rocket fuel. Let's go ahead and talk about something that I kind of started looking into earlier today. Let me go ahead and grab the screen real quick. Oop, and bam. Okay, cool. So going back, and I'm sorry to be a fossil of the previous hype, but we're going back to the Ethereum network here for a project that some of y'all might already be aware of, but this one I haven't really seen getting any attention since back in December. So this project is ONX Finance. I believe that is Onyx Finance. And it's a liquid staking platform, but it is for collateralized tokens. And the important thing that it kind of links this all together is this is a project that is made possible through Staker. Staker being the staking platform or staking app for Ethereum 2.0 staking. So you deposit your Ethereum into Anchor's Staker platform, Anchor being the node network token, but you get the I guess it's what is it, Anchor ETH in return, and then you can deposit your Anchor ETH into Onyx Finance to use your collateralized asset. Essentially, you can deposit your ETH into ETH 2.0 to earn staking rewards, and at the same time still have access to that liquidity.
Oh,
And
nice.
oh yeah, that's a big one. People don't like to, have their funds locked up. That is for certain. But, we've seen kind of a stall out. I mean, everything started mooning with the rest of the market in February. January, I mean, it wasn't a bad month by any means, but this is nothing really out of the ordinary for the crazy bullish hype waves that pretty much everything in cryptocurrency has been getting for the past 2 months. But what kind of drew my attention back into this was twofold, actually. Let me go ahead and just pull up their actual website. One of the biggest benefits to having this token and being on the platform is they are actually creating an exchange solely for collateralized tokens. And if you guys remember, collateralized tokens is basically the same thing. You deposit an asset and you generate a new asset using your original token as collateral. And that is exactly what DAI is. We have some other examples that are going in prominence, X Sushi being a personal favorite of mine. But there isn't a really, I guess, blue chip collateralized token exchange just for collateralized tokens. And that's going to be coming soon. They haven't released a firm release date yet, but if we're going to go back to Twitter real quick, something, and I mean, obviously I'm following sushi stuff. I am a huge fan of Sushi Swap and everything they're doing, but just today, about 3 hours ago, about literally 20 minutes after I bought a bunch of ONX Finance tokens, ONX put out this tweet, and Sushi Chef retweeted that the ONX ETH liquidity pool incentives are going to be migrating from Uniswap to Sushi Swap. And then right after that came out, we went from right about here, and let me zoom back in on that so it looks a little bit more impressive. So we went from about 620, and then we're currently hovering around 740. And this is all great for yield farming. This is all great for your ROI. And I think it's going to continue going up, especially with the launch of their tokenized exchange platform coming up pretty soon. And that's all I got. Any thoughts?
Yeah, it's there's definitely some thoughts there, Ben. it's just incredible your timing and your research skills. You're demonstrating this live on stream now. We all saw it with Unit Protocol before it mooned, and then we saw Chico Crypto talk about it the day after, and now, this as well. This is really good, and I encourage everyone to sort of pick Bender's brain when you get a chance in the Telegram to sort of just find out what he's sort of researching and maybe assist him with it as well. And you can hopefully get on these good excellent calls with him as well. But that's your research is extraordinary, and I definitely see a place for all these collateralized loans. Something I've got to look into myself, because I could have, if I had put down a collateralization, I could have been lent a lot more, for instance. I reckon I could have tenfold my gains this bull run so far, although there is a lot more risk in that as well. But my investments haven't been too bad so far. So
yeah, I mean, credit where credit is due. You were talking about BNB before, most of the YouTube army. I mean, about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we hear Gooding start talking. Hey guys, BNB starting to gain some traction. Like, y'all should get on board. And just old maxi ETH me, crypto bender, sitting here on the Ethereum network, just kind of sadly sitting on my regular 100% APYs, while everyone on Binance Smart Chain is like, oh my god, check out this new cake LP. I'm getting 8,000 ROI. Like, oh god, don't FOMO in. Don't do it.
Not now. We can't win them all, and I've definitely missed a lot of your good calls too. So all you can do is sort of just listen out and sort of work together, I guess. And these things, there's going to be lots more opportunities. So we just gotta hopefully we can together we just sort of make a lot of money, and that's what we're here for, right? We're here to maximize the benefits there. And for those who are still a little bit new of the Binance Smart Chain, I know I've done a live stream of it, but I've listened to you. Lara has also suggested I do a full tutorial, so I have done a full tutorial on how to set up on the Binance Smart Chain, how you can use Pancake Swap, how you can connect your MetaMask onto the Binance Smart Chain. I've done all that sort of stuff for you, so hopefully that sort of helps you guys a little more. I've talked to, there's some parts that can be a little bit boring, and I sort of talked really quickly, so that way you can just pause what when you hear each of the different steps there. But give me a bit of feedback. This is something I sort of want to develop. I've been trying to develop these educational sort of videos for you guys, and we're looking at having that up by next week for you, early next week. So hang in there. BSC is definitely killing it lately, and I hope you guys are as well. Bender, do you want to talk us through some of the NFTs within Superfarm? Our group has been very strong followers of Elliot Trades. We love the fact that he has excellent research on these micro caps, and we love his new project. And some of us
do indeed. Sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and take over here since I have got the OpenSea pulled up. All right, guys. So Superfarm, NFT platform, NFTs, we have the complete set of NFT collectibles. So if you guys were following along with the Superfarm, the first NFT drop, you know that there are a couple different levels of rarity and a couple different NFTs that are kinds of unique digital trading cards. Yeah, the CryptoPunk here, we got the Degen Waifu, definitely the most popular so far. And we have the Uniswamp. Oh God, I love the Uniswamp so much. And we have our Golden Bull. These are all great for representing digital artwork. They're going to be great for kind of getting a shift into what NFTs are starting to leverage into with their voting governance power. They're adding actual utility to NFTs, as opposed to just having them be pieces of digital artwork or collectible trading cards. So it's definitely a step in the right direction to demonstrate to the greater mainstream audience what NFTs are capable of. And for all you DJs out there who want to know just how much can I make off of NFTs, well, take a look no further than the price tag here, which I'm trying to highlight, but it is oh, there we go. Perfect. So the
Yeah.
complete set of the first NFT drop, Collection Series 1, was sold today for a grand total of a whopping 337 Ether. Let me pull up a calculator real quick because I'm not going to bother trying to do that math. But
It's probably about 600,000. You probably a bit more.
that is a good guess. Let's take a look. Yeah, so that's nothing much. It's only $648,000. Oh my lord. That's bigger than some of the micro caps that I've seen. That is insane. Just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's very interesting. There's still a lot of people, even myself. I still have a little bit of doubt in the back of my mind as to the value of these NFTs. But and I spoke to it quite a bit yesterday. You've really got to, to get out of that mindset that this, digital art that you can copy and paste. It's not about you. It's not about your values. It's about what other people's values are, and it's about understanding, for you, to understand the market for this sort of stuff. And once you can sort of understand that, then you can sort of start identifying the value and potentially make some good investment decisions on NFTs. There's no doubt in my mind that the NFT market is absolutely killing it. It is growing, and it is growing at a very, very strong rate, very similar to what DeFi is. I wouldn't say in the billions just yet, but it's there. So start with, if you might, don't worry about it. If you feel like you've missed out, start researching, start understanding it, start getting familiar with it, and then you'll start identifying these opportunities. I dare say you should stick to Bondly, Top Shots for the NBA cards, Super Farm. There's a few other things ones out there.
Non-fungible peppers.
Not fungible peppers. There's a few out there, so just keep an eye out. Just start getting familiar, and I'm sure you'll identify the same things that we're seeing.
Yeah, and if you doubters are watching, just take a look, and we're going to go through the offer history super quick. We have a couple offers. This is the uncommon card. It's the most common NFT in the collection right now, and the original bid price, the listing price, was 0.25 ETH. This sucker is currently being offered for 1.65 ETH, and that's absolutely insane. It's been a week since these were dropped, and it's already more than 6x for the sale price. I mean, that's not unusual by any stretch of the imagination in crypto land, but I mean, the hype is insane, and I can't imagine what these are going to be going for in a week, much less a year.
Yeah, that's it's really good. I actually had a look myself as well. You can see you can actually auction off your own NFTs, and then they put a time frame as to how that auction sort of plays out, and then that must sell. And I saw a rare selling for, it was just under 5 ETH, so I went for, like, it wasn't even a DGen waifu either. It was and it sold for about 4.67 ETH, I think it was. So the hype is there, and people are taking advantage of it. Some people are a little optimistic with 100 ETH sale prices, but people are making some serious gains. 2,500. Come on, mate. It's ridiculous.
Where are my legendaries? Okay, here we go. Oh, yep. That okay. Ooh. That's
Is that an offer?
No, that's a minimum bid. Now, to be fair, this might hit this price point at some point. But yeah, $114,000 in today's ETH prices, 60 ETH.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah, but give us some time, guys. We'll get there.
However, didn't we see the bull, legendary bull sell for 60 ETH? So yeah, it's doable. People pay for it. Um, yeah, it's just crazy, very crazy.
Very, very crazy.
Alrighty, I'll just throw it out to the team here. If you guys want to, sorry, anyone in the chat, if you guys have any sort of questions for us, we're just gonna might wrap this up a little bit early, unless you got anything else, Bendy, you want to sort of bring up as well.
No, I think we covered everything. We might as well have one episode be a little shorter. And yeah, I mean, this is all the big things. Make sure that if you guys have anything else that you want us to talk about, anything else you want to bring to us so we can discuss it, then definitely let us know. And while you're doing that, make sure you smash that like button, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We got a lot of stuff that we like to talk about, and we got lots to go on.
Heaps and heaps. Alrighty, no worries. We might wrap it up there. I just want to say thank you very much for joining us today. Stay tuned. We do this every day. So we'll see you tomorrow with hot news and keeping you at the forefront of what's trending in the cryptocurrency space. We'll see you later.